We're back again with Sports Club Florida and Listen to Low. We're at the Florida Citrus Sport High School Football Meet today. We're here with the head coach of Lake Region High School, Coach King. Yeah. Coach, what's going on?
What's up, man? My God. Thank y'all for having us, man.
Man, we're so glad you came. I see you came down with a couple of boys, and we're excited to have you here. And I'm hearing already, Coach, I'm about to dive into this thing right now. You telling me that you took over the head coaching job this year, in February?
Yes, sir. Yes,
wow.
Officially in February. Yes.
Officially in February, you took over the job. Now, was you there before you took over the job, or you came from somewhere else, Coach?
So I've been there. I was at the school for 2 years. I actually came. The principal brought me from Sebring, where I was the offensive coordinator at Sebring for 2 years. She brought me from Sebring to take over the program at the time. But some things happened that allowed me not to take over at the time. So I was just sitting and waiting. Yes, sir. And the time came right. Thankful to God, and I took over. Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I know the guys probably excited to have you there because you had the opportunity to get there in February. Because a lot of times it's hard to get there after spring football. Now you're trying to, you don't know what to expect. But you had a chance to get there early enough for spring football. Did you had a spring football game?
Yes, sir.
How did that go for you this year, Coach?
Ooh, so it was a lot. So we actually got beat by Bartow 62-0 in the spring game. But like I told the kids, it was an evaluation for the program and the kids, because they were used to, being able to play against teams of 1 and 2 win seasons and, probably beating up on them. So in order for us to get to that next step of playing, or being getting the respect of like a Winter Haven, a Bartow, or Arbondale, we got to play against these teams.
Correct.
And then not only play against these teams, but we also got to, be able to work in the off season, work to prepare ourselves so that when we play against these guys, it can actually be, a pretty good game, or we can actually compete and win.
Well, I tell you one thing, you look at Bartow and you say, yeah, we lost that game by a lot of points, but I don't think the players, they probably even realized that Bartow wasn't that good for years and years and years. It took Bartow, that was the first time they won a district game in 17 years. Yeah. So you got to start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
But then for you to be willing to jump out there your first year as the head coach, come out there and put them in the fight with a team like Bartow, and guess what? You played the game, now you're battle tested.
Yes, sir.
So the question is, are you in or you out?
Exactly.
Are you going to fold or you going to unfold?
Exactly.
Are you going to grind? You going to go back to the drawing board? Or are you going to hey, accept that defeat and laying down?
And I think going into the summer, what you just said was crucial, because we really saw what kids was really for the program, was willing to fight, battle it out, and then what kids were just kind of like, maybe what this coach is trying to bring here is maybe not for me, which is cool and understandable. I never hold any of that. Hold that to a kid. You know what I'm saying? But it really did. It allowed us to see, okay, like these kids are ready to fight and work.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, too. Find the ones that really want to fight. Find the ones that want to improve, get better, or get developed.
Yes, sir.
Embrace what you bring in, right? Because I've talked to a lot of the coaching. We'll talk about, I say they got to buy in, but every coach I talked to said, Coach, they ain't got to buy in. They bought in.
Yeah.
So you already know that what you're going to have going into the next year from there. But at the same time, Coach, what's the plan? We got it's on Monday.
Yes, sir.
It's on. Sir. What did Lake Region do in the last 2 months to prepare for Monday?
So this was crucial for me and the program. So last Monday, we did our end of the summer testing. And like I told the kids, that day was probably the best day of the program since I've been there. We had guys in the weight room, energy, enthusiasm, encouragement, tapping each other on the shoulder, inspiring each other. We had guys who made 50-pound gains in their back squat and their deadlifts. Our offensive line, which was super young going into the spring, most of them guys back squatted 330 or more. And we're talking about, we only got one senior on the offensive line. Everybody else is going to be a sophomore. So, that was crucial. We had Israel, who almost squatted, 500 pounds. We had Nashawn, who was squatting, in the 300s, deadlifting over 400. So we really improved, because I come from Hardee County, where like strength and conditioning was everything. Like if you ain't lift weights, you weren't gonna play.
Right.
So like I just wanted to make sure that our kids understood the importance, especially in football, of like strength and conditioning. So I feel like we're ready physically and in muscular endurance wise, with just being in shape. Now it's just going out there, getting the continuity and putting everything together come Monday all the way up until we play Kathleen August 16th.
Well, I tell you one thing, Coach. Based on what the plan that you gonna put in place, they seen it. They seen defeat, and now you got the question: if you're on your back, are you gonna look up? You can get up.
Yes, sir.
And now you got players right here that got to embrace it.
Yes, sir.
And they got to want to take the game to the next level.
Yes, sir.
You have a young man that right here. Tell me about this young man here, and what's his role?
So Israel is going to be playing tight end and then defense end and outside linebacker. Really and truly, it's been his work ethic has been crazy this offseason because he played a lot of defensive end last year. But like when we come in, I like to have meetings with the kids and kind of like tell them the plan of like kind of like where we want them to be and kind of like where we see them going. So like Israel, his thing was he talked to us. He said he wanted to play linebacker. So then we said, okay, like this is the plan. Like when we're doing our agility and different things of like you being in space, because they're playing linebacker, you got to be able to play in space.
Correct.
Like you really got to emphasize those things. So he's put in the work to get to the point where he can play linebacker. Now he's still learning a little bit as far as like in coverages, and I try to tell him and the other kids, like when we do 7-on-7s, 7-on-7 is not football. I love 7-on-7. Don't get me wrong. I love to play it. I love to be around it, but it's not football.
They ain't got no trenches.
You know what I'm saying? So try not to get too discouraged. You know what I'm saying? That like the coverage piece, because you got the physicality, you got the athleticism, so you can do some things at linebacker, and then if all else, we can still move you back down, you know what I'm saying, the defensive end and play some defensive end.
And there you go.
Yes, sir.
Well, I like why you said it. And so they say, football to football, training is training, but 11-on-11, 11-on-11.
Yeah.
So Israel, let's talk about the 11-on-11 football. Come on in and thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having us.
All right, listen, we got Israel right here, Lake Region guy, linebacker, defensive end.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pay a little bow, come downhill. That means you want to drop back and cover, and you want to hit somebody at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But I was just sitting there talking to Coach. I was just so excited to have Coach tell me that I got a athlete that want to be better. He want to do something different, but he want to earn it, and he's going to work at it to get it.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that process. You moving from handing the ground possibly or rushing the quarterback. Now I want to drop back and come downhill. Walk me through that.
All right. My thought process was, I've been playing D tackle, DM whole life throughout mini league, JV football to my sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to my brother. He played college ball. He played at FIU.
Mm-hmm.
Went to community college, get his grades up. Now he going to Florida Memorial, play nose guard, D-line.
Okay.
So we did a little talking. He say if you want to make it to the next level, you got to get the hand out the dirt and be able to fly in space, get an outside linebacker, go to free safety. So I had to drop a couple of pounds, and then had to get more athletic,
Right.
open up the speed, start working out more, get stronger, because I know linebackers got to be strong.
Right.
Got to be fast, more physical. That's what I had worked on.
Right. I like that first thing you said, drop a little few pounds. Most kids ain't trying to drop no weight. That means you serious about this here. Let me get my weight right. Let me get my body right. Let me get in the weight room. Let me train, right, to play the position, give myself a chance. But you know what's bigger than that right there?
What is
The
it?
coach gave you a chance. You know how hard it is to have a coach that willing to, like, let you go to a position that you never played before and try, to be the guy at that position to help this team. But most coaches like, well, listen, man, you already too late. A couple of years, you graded the position. Some of them are selfish. They want to win. Right? They worried about the winning side of it. Your coach said, no, I'm here. I'm a new coach. I'm going to give you a chance to play what you want to play. But if you want it, you got to go get it. What's your thoughts about that, the coach giving that opportunity?
Well, I was very grateful for it because taking it upon with my older brother, he wanted me to transfer, and I didn't want to transfer because when when King told me he was gonna be the head coach, you know, I told him I was gonna give him a chance. I wasn't gonna quit on him, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick by his side, not quit on him.
Right, that's what it is right there. That's big right there because not quitting, though, man, it makes you a bigger person. Right now, you know, in life, you got to stick it out. You got to work. If you want it, you got to work for it. You got to earn it. Right? It's never too late. You never know who's watching. You just never know. Now you get in that position, maybe 1-2 good plays. Now they say, "Wow, who was that kid?" And that's what separate coaches in relationship from coaches that don't have a relationship. And I'm glad you had the opportunity with coach to make that change right there. But now you got to make that change. But now the team got to trust you. They only know you at DN. Now you're a linebacker. What are you doing to make sure they trust you? And what kind of bond you guys have?
Well, for the team to trust me, we ran a little one-on-ones. Show them boys I could, you feel me?
Okay.
Shot that up.
You ain't did no click, lock down.
I done locked down. Locked down.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what it is. So he say. So you telling me that?
Show them.
You had to show them. You ain't had to tell them. I'm gonna
them.
show y'all that I can get it done. Y'all can trust me right there, and they trust you.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's how teams come together. And that's how teams win. So good luck on the season, man. Just make sure to keep working, keep grinding, and thanks for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash, long as I stick to the plan.